This is Ballstadt, the Museum of the Migrants. There are many migrants and refugees here in Hamburg. We had a look on the inside of their stories, highlighting the differences between their past and present situation.
In Hamburg, 20% of the people have immigration background. We will have a closer look on some of their stories. All of them have a connection to Wilhelmsburg, but coming from different regions like Turkey, Middle East countries and Eastern Europe. We will find differences and similarities in their past and present, underlying circumstances which brought them to Hamburg. This is Dennis. He lives in Hamburg and works in Wilhelmsburg as an image filmer and a video journalist, also giving workshops to young people. Because of his Turkish background, we want to know how it was for him to grow up in Germany.
There are always several things you like in a country and there are always several things you don't like. I was one of maybe 4 or 6 people that definitely seemed to have a migration background. So I was always in the focus of my teachers and headmasters, and when they pan their head, they only see me, like the one with the black hair is guilty. My mother was picked up from her school, from her high school, and she had already friends there, and that was not so easy for her to change the country. She left a lot of things behind, her home and her culture and religion and totally new people. Sometimes they said to my mother, "Oh, do you have a washing machine? Oh, really? You have a washing machine? You don't wash your things with your hand, your clothes?" They really thought we have no washing machine. Why? I think in some kind of way Wilhelmsburg is not abandoned anymore. It's more connected to the city center of Hamburg, and it has surely its benefits, projects and buildings and new places, and it's all more clean and sightseeing stuff and things you can do in your free time. This is all connecting people to Wilhelmsburg.
This is Jakob from Wilhelmsburg. He is 10 years old and studies at 5th grade. His grandparents born in Turkey, but they came to work in Germany. Jakob born here in Hamburg, Wilhelmsburg.
Ja, meine Familie kam hierher, weil mein Vater hat gehört, hat gearbeitet hier, dass man hier mehr Geld kriegt. Dann hat mein Vater gerufen und hat gesagt, als klein 9 war, wir würden jetzt hier leben. Dann lebten wir hier. Dann, als mein Vater 21 war, hat er mit meiner Mutter geheiratet. Dann ist meine Mutter auch hier umgezogen. Meine Mutter ist nicht so glücklich, weil ihre 2 Schwestern und ein Bruder sind ja alle in der Türkei. Deswegen. Aber mein Vater ist glücklich, weil alle seine Brüder und Schwestern sind ja alle hier. Mein Vater hat viele deutsche Freunde, aber meine Mutter nicht so viele.
This is Dragana. She lives in Wilhelmsburg and works at local youth center, helping young people there. Her family came from Bosnia in the 70s because they are invited for a job in Hamburg.
I wasn't able to speak German. I learned only Yugoslav, also Serbo-Croatian. I think it's the correct word. And I don't speak German, and I have to go to school, and I can't speak only with the Yugoslav people. It was really difficult the first year in school. The people there in the 80s, so sometimes they wasn't so friendly to people who are not able to speak really clear German or something like this. And now it's better. Now it's really better. And they don't have problems. And they have a status for life. They can stay here if they want for their whole life.
This is Andrei. He came from Romania to find a better life. He is a friend of Dennis and stayed with him, and with other people for 2 years at alternative community house.
My travels, I stopped a couple of times here in Germany. The longest I stayed in that period, that was like 3 years ago. I stayed like a month. And I noticed it's actually very easy to live in this country. In my country, it's not so easy. I also worked and tried to study there. Yeah. And with a minimum wage of 170 euros, you cannot really afford. I started also 2 colleges in Romania, but I couldn't afford to stay at the colleges. It was a bit too expensive. So at one point, I decided to leave the country and to look around Europe, visit and see how things are running in different places. You know, for a country like Germany, I see this migration as a good thing because the working population, it's a fact that it will slowly decrease in the next years. And but for a country like Romania, this is very bad. For example, if you look from the perspective of Romania, it's losing most of its young working
power.
Yeah, working power.
This is Mohammed and his family. They are refugees from Syria. We met his 2 daughters at media center in Wilhelmsburg. Meanwhile, they were spending a time together with their music teacher.
First, we stayed in Syria in the war for 3 years or more. I don't know if somebody can imagine what happened with big family in this long journey. Yes. Of course, I discussed for one way or another with my children that we have to leave this country, but they don't know. Maybe it's very difficult, of course, for adults. If you have 4 children with you, the main point, the main thing we are seeking for is that the children are safe. So this what gave me the strength. This is one of our problems here, that we don't have any neighbors of German people, you know, but we have neighbors, refugees. We started our unknown future, new future, yes.
There are many ways and personal circumstances to come to Hamburg. It's not right to generalize the individual situations. To help refugees and migrants with their problems in the right way, it's necessary to speak to the people from case to case.
Even if the topics of our 3 reports are different, they all show how much multicultural is Hamburg in general and Wilhelmsburg in particular.
We are really grateful to IJGD for this opportunity, and we would like to thank you, Marco and Brample, for teaching us how to film.
Thank you for watching. See you next time. Tschüss.
Ciao.
До свидания.
Au revoir.
Tschüss.
Do popatrzenia.
Hadi.
Sayonara.
Tschüss.
Görüşürüz.
Tschüss. До свидания.
Bak